Hello there. I'm Benjamin Gross. I'm the Kane Postdoctoral Research Fellow at the Chemical Heritage Foundation, and I study the history of electronics. Probably the weirdest source that I've come across while doing research on the history of liquid crystal displays was a licensing report that was preserved in the old technical archive of the Radio Corporation of America. They were the company that developed the first LCDs. So some joker with a pair of scissors, some rubber cement, and a very, I would say, subversive sense of humor decided that they would modify this technical report, or this licensing report, doing things like putting in messages that said that other display technologies were better, or inserting images of very complicated looking factory floors when they were on pages that said that these were really simple to put together. There were even a few things that made the scientists look a little, shall we say, risque, showing them drinking or doing other sorts of debauched activities. In the 1960s, these laboratories were often seen as kind of stolid places where a bunch of serious looking men in lab coats worked on serious problems. You don't normally think of them cutting loose or doing all sorts of crazy and zany or funny things. So not only do you have this kind of satire of what laboratory work and this technology in particular were supposed to be or do, you also have this kind of commentary on what we think now about corporate research in the 1960s. Now, the video disc was RCA's attempt to enter the home video market. They ultimately decided to commercialize a method that involved a vinyl record, like an actual phonograph record, with very, very tiny grooves and a needle. So you would take a movie and slide it into this player, and it would spin, and a needle would read the information. It was a diamond-tipped stylus. And you would watch an hour worth of full-color stereo television. And after an hour, you would have to flip the movie over to watch side 2. And I love this technology. Now, unfortunately, the public didn't care for it quite so much. It was released to the public in 1981. It was canceled by 1985. And in 1986, RCA got bought out by General Electric. So the company was no more. Their last, their last attempt to really make a mark on the American electronics landscape.